Yo, we're back. This might be a lot to process. This is a little crazy. I'm in a hotel room in Turkey right now, with a new setup, Travel Edition, Bav. We're back with ranked games. The hell have where have I been, man? Everything's crazy. I moved house. I'm gonna be here in Turkey for another a month, over a month. Uh, it's crazy. If you have questions, ask in the comments, and I'll fill you in because I want to talk game. I haven't played in a while. I haven't given you content in a while. Uh, it's been crazy. My angle is still not set up. I'm gonna be looking at the computers here, cameras there. I'm figuring everything out, but I'm here, man. Most importantly, this is gonna be no fun if I have no replacements. So I need to place well. Uh, does this look good? Does this look good? Can you see it? Can everything be seen? I think so. I think so. We're back. All right. 611.5 looking kind of juicy. 5.8.10 at the top. 8.4.10 at the bottom, that wood port. All right, hold on. Do you ever get wheat on the way back if you don't take the 6? Kind of interesting. 8.4.10 has a lot to offer. Best individual wood hex also wouldn't get blocked. Best brick hex will get blocked. Wheat hex maybe gets blocked. So it's okay. I do worry that something like the 5.9.10 happening could be detrimental to me because I could end up saying something like the 10.9.2 or the 10.3.11 and basically beating me there, and my setup kind of sucks at that point. You can obviously make the argument for the 5.9.10, take some more. You could take 6.11.5. I generally don't like to place inland if I can avoid it. Cheap is fine, or is okay. I mean, 8.4.3 is also not a bad option, but you're not getting any wood on the way back, at least not wood and wheat, likely. See, I mean, if 8.4.10, 6.5.12 would be an insane out. I almost want to take 6.5.12 now, but that's a bad idea. 5.9.10, you could get some outs, but I don't think 5.9.10 is good enough to justify not taking a 6 or an 8, and also the port's not that good. 8.4.10's decent. 8.4.10's pretty good. Say 8.4.10, I'm running out of time too. 8.4.10, 5.9.10, 6.11.5, both could happen. Honestly, full or wheat sheep could happen here, that's pretty spooky. Could get something like the 6.9.3 or the 10.9.2. Let's get funky. Let's get funky. Let's go Allers. Right? And so it shall be. So it shall be. You secure the 3-1 port, which is always money. It is good production, it is good brick, it is good wood. The wheat, I think it's tough to justify taking 6.9.3 because you're not going to get ore. Even the 11 is not really enough. You maybe get 10.3.11, but even that, I think, it's not impossible that 8.4.10 might take the 10.9.11, for example. Some decent spots on this board, so you want to be careful. 10.3.11 to 6.3 could exist. It's not bad either. 10.9.11 is also obviously also fine. 10.9.2 to 6.2 would be cool. Give us a good wood port play, also you can kind of wrap around into this 5.2, and you start with bricks. You don't need the 4 to roll initially. I think that would be a big part of our game. This now makes the wood game a little bit more awkward for the opponent as well. Like, there may be enough brick to start with at some point, but is anyone really going to take 10.9.11 if there are starting rolls on such a low brick board? I don't know. Gives me the implication, gives me the understanding that maybe there will be even more space, or something like the 9.11.4 if 10.9.2, 10.3.11 do somehow go. Could happen. It's only 4 placements here. 5.9.10, 6.5.11 should both go. 8.4.3, he could honestly be something like 5.9.10. I might get the 6.9.3. I don't know. When you 6.9.3, 8.4.3 could happen, then I get 6.5.11. 5.9.10, 6.5.11 happens. Then the worry. Is that a worry? I think if I go 10.9.2, even point right, probably blue would take 6.11.12 of 9.4.11. 10.3.11 point left does not seem like a good idea. 10.3.11 point right seems better for blue. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get plowed here. But They don't challenge Woodport. That was kind of a major concern for me. Is they will get starting roll if they want it. You either go full or sheep or you get starting roll. So 693 could happen for red here. 843. Wow, okay. 693, 843 makes sense. If you point up, they're losing the spot. Okay. 843 to sheepport, I think, is the play here. Not 3-1. It's not 3-1. Not that it's not good, it's just you're not going to get it. Okay. Now, red has starting road plays. They have 6-5-11. I mean, my outs are great here. My outs are actually extremely good. I could also just take 6-11-12 here, by the way, and go woodport, wheatport, but I think that's a little overzealous. When there are other good spots on the board. I mean, you can lock this 4 brick, and at that point, you're giving great trades. Are they gonna solo you on the 4? I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this 10. It is not impossible that this 10 is the only shared wheat hex in the game. Let's see here. Dude, 6-5-11 is nuts to me here too. Curious, actually, I'm very curious. And the roll direction is going to be a big thing because blue has a number of, no matter really what happens here, blue is going to have a couple of decent outs, and you can either get brick. Ah, huh. Well, obviously I have to take 6-5-11. I don't really see another play. The big risk of Rooney here is red plowing 6-11-12. That would be very, very, very bad. Uh, see if I can figure out something with blue here. I mean, if I go 6-5-11 point left and he goes 10-9-2 to 6-2. See. Um, how can I justify this? Hmm. Okay. Do I want them to go 9-11-4? It's not a serious. It's actually quite good for them. They get good production. They're not taking 6-11-12 here. They're not. Are they? Shit, they might. I just don't think I have a deal to make here. It's pretty. It's kind of scammy. I could offer them the first wheat, but they have the best ore in the game. They're gonna have the best brick and good wood too. Okay. By the way, is my recording? Okay, that 10 is extremely bad. That's very bad. Because red is a card off the 6-11-12 plow. I don't think I have another choice with the road, really. I think it is the play. Um, huh. Uh, don't have wood. Just okay. Little Deveruni, I don't mind it. 3 here would be absolutely disastrous. And dude, red has so much wheat. If they can get a brick out of green's hands, we're in big trouble. And they definitely see the play. But I like my position here. We got wheat for days. And green and blue doesn't. See if I can get some trades with Bruce. There's the wood. Don't mind that. I'm really hoping red. Yes, let's go. Okay, that is a big deal. Nice 11. Not bad. Red's an ore off the city. Do I? I think I need the road. I could do wood for brick. Where are you going? Ah, right. 6-3 exists. Okay, nothing too funky here. Sheepport. Okay, happy he was not on that too. That 3 is a little spooky, man. Okay. Okay. Another 3 here would be pretty bad. Uh, we're just gonna chill still. Okay. Yeah, red's actually quite scary here. Um, Sheepwood. Man, why? Yeah, it's a city. Yeah, that's really bad. Another 3. Whoa. I mean, I almost want to just aggro for it, but what can you do? I can give a wood for a brick wall here. Um, that's probably not a trade. I'm fine. I can also just roll a 7 and steal it from red if I need it. It is the road settle. Even this, I mean, yeah, do that. Game has got a game. Get some targets on the board. Blue and I can be friends. That was the plan. What am I blocking? Share so much with red. Very, very bad. Actually. Okay, no 7s yet. Red and a green in a decent spot. There's lots of dev activity. That's why I think, if anything, I might need to become a road competitor, but also need to be expanding. I mean, it's like tough spot. Tough spot. It's a crazy board. No 6s? Yeah. The fact that we had 3 10s, 2 10s, 2 3s. No bueno, man. Any brick around, no 4s are rolled. Okay. Hmm. He needed the wheat as well. I actually gave him pretty juicy trade, but I think yeah, you just go for this. That's fine. And red does have the brick in hand. They have 4 sheep and a brick. There is no trade to make there. You don't even port sheep, I think. It's just you just hang on. This will be a tough game, I think. 6, 11, 12. I do have the wheat port play. I do have 3-1. Absolutely not. No one has wheat, actually. I think I'm the only player with wheat on the board right now. Not bad. Nice. Okay. Interesting, because I chose. I mean, I had potential city trades in place. It does give me a bit of an angle to. That's the 4. I think he wants 4-1. A wood or. Hmm. Honestly, I'm over. We can play. Why? Actually, no. Actually, no. I don't know how much I want that city. Uh, okay. This is interesting. Red is cooking, and red has the set on hand. We need 9s to not roll this game pretty much ever. That's important. I do have city plays, but also no one's bought devs yet. I do have an opportunity to kind of hoover up a couple of nice things. I have city trade, of course. 8-4-10 city, not bad. You just double pop. I don't really want to city before the settle, but also if I pop, I'm probably not going to city for a long time. I don't think sitting is a good idea. I don't know. I think the city's okay, but the rolls themselves are kind of low value. I think I just want to increase my production and stay safe and under the radar and get my ports and my production up. Okay, that's bad. I did not think I was timing out there. Nice first game back, but it's really bad. Oh, it's so bad. That's so bad. Out of all of the options, this was clearly the worst. Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh my god, that's another settle. That's really bad. That is really bad. It's another settlement. Not even a bad trade for me, actually, but, come on. That's so bad. It's super bad. I don't know how I timed out there. God. That is disastrous. This wheat is money. Hmm. This is city? I think it is. That's the second wheat. Oh boy. George and David George. Ooh. Okay. This is an opportunity. Wood ore is now the trade for sure. Timed out. Did he get a trade? Oh, did he port for it last time? Ah, a mistake. What's going on? This is so strange. I don't think this looks bad. This looks really bad. The 9, specifically the 9s I wanted. This is fine. I have to double dev here. And actually, I will aggro. Because he had okay, we're just gonna hang out here. Red no night. Man, didn't get the ore either. Okay. This game has been strange. Feel about it. People are gonna be flaming me for not taking 5, 9, 10 probably, huh? Or for brick, yeah, 0 4s, man. I mean, we've hit pretty much everything. Like the 10s have rolled 5 times or something crazy. No. Maybe. Actually, maybe, yeah. They're on 6, but I gotta make some play. I'm already over. Nice 11. Wow. I'm gonna pot like 5 devs this game. Need a 4, just a 4. Settle double pop is fine. Like, it's good. I can maintain pacing. I mean, I have army in hand, which is quite nice. Blue. Yeah. Good. I have triple dev in hand. Man. Whoa. Sick. 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 Okay. I think I now have the city. I think I do now have the city. Um, double dev is interesting. I mean, there's 1 non-night out, 3 nights. I could get good stuff, but dude, if I pull 2 nights here, it's GG. The city is clearly valuable. I don't wanna miss this opportunity again. I think 8-4-10 and you try to get the road play, if anything. Go for the connect. Devs are not bad. Devs are not bad there either. It's good play. We got good plays for sure. Whoa, 2 non-nights. Fun one. 6-5-11, I don't think is the play. The levels are already so actionable. I don't think I want more than that. I need this 4 to work. Specifically, I need this 4 to work for me because blue is not much of a threat right now. They do have a brick in hand. They'll drop probably 3-1. I also need to consider where to drop my first road. I think it is also 3-1. I mean, you go Woodport really has no value at all. If you can just go 3-1 and triple the 8, and then you get all of this. Green, man. I don't know how to feel about green. I also don't know how to feel about the knights that I have. I mean, it's good. Could get a little bit of a sneaky play in. I do need the port. I have a lot of wheat production. I can go wheat port. I have enough outs. Whoa. 2 wheat for sheep or... Okay, that probably is a city. Or double dev. I don't think he gives that trade. Yeah, it's a city then again. That's the first 7 of the game. See where this lands. I would say if I was playing like a competitive game, like in a tournament, I'll be like, I'll put it on the 10 and I'll bounce it. In this case, they probably might do that anyway. But I would also want to find out Red's dev. Like I don't need to play this knight. I do have pacing. And kind of weakens my dev position a little bit if I'm playing the knights out position I don't need. I also don't need to unblock the 10. 10 is not a great block. Yeah, that works. Dude, red's on 7 here. I'm not unblocking the 5. I'm not going to unblock the 5. Or is that actually true? Nice. Good. Interesting. Red actually comes for me here. It's 8. Green holding 2 ore in hand. Yeah. All right. Okay. I will slap this on the 9 or no. I think I still solo. I mean, they're on 7. I could get an ore trade maybe. I also should extort here probably. There's 2 ore in hand. Oh, nice. Nice. That's good. Okay. Uh-huh. Interesting. That's not happening. Do this potentially. Rated 1 for 1. Okay. It's 10 cards. Here we go. Boosh. This 9 is way too nuts. Team cards. 2 wood with green. Sure. Do I want a city again? I think it's time to start finding devs. Am I crazy? Like anything that's not a knight, but also keep myself safe. Also, I could city for 5. Hold on. City for 5. Army for 7. Theoretically, roll basically wins, but then I have normal knights. Probably. Actually, kind of an interesting option here. If I double pop, then 6 cards, go down to 6 in hand. By city, I put all of this. Boom. 3 sheet, 1 wheat left. 4 cards. But also, I'm less ready to receive the 4. Actually, if I double pop. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I have the. I need. Okay, I'm holding for the 4 roll. Dude, massive pulls. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay, that was kind of perfect 2 deaths, to be fair. Perfect 2 deaths. I'm here with my girlfriend in Turkey, by the way, with traveling together. All right, man. Good to be back. Also, this game is not it's not lost. Red's on 7. I'd like to see a knight come out from green actually. I don't really care. I don't think green's gonna win this game. The pace that stuff's happening here. Red could win with 3 cities, so this should really be the 9. Um, no knight. Oh my god, what is going on? There's so much wood on the board. Dude, this is nuts. If a 4 pops here? Wow, there's a lot going on. Yes, green is not in the end game, they're correct. That's why I didn't say anything about that. I don't. It's a nice setup, but they're not going to win this game. I don't think they need so many threes to win. What just did red just they ported wheat? Okay. Nice mono. Okay. Puts a slight put a slight hitch in my plans. But I've got pacing. It's not a mono, we know that. George is holding 4 wheat. Okay. The mono here actually kind of trash, I think. If he really doesn't want to do this, I could do this. Hmm. It's almost a good mono. It's almost a good mono. I didn't have enough time to think about it. That 3 is disastrous. Couldn't go for that. I think if you mono there, you get the road settle, go to 6, and then you kind of have a play, but I don't think I need to use the mono for that. I mean, look at my wheat production. Hmm. That's interesting. Mono's out. Red calling VP Yop. 6, go to 7. At that point, a road win. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. I think this is fine. It's gonna get close, but there's like okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. On road one city. May need help. Maybe. Don't think so. Huh. This is getting interesting. Getting quite interesting. Blue is still holding 4 wheat, by the way. I expect them to spend at least 1 this turn. Also, the 11 popped. Okay. Okay. Could have actually gone brick port. I think they would have had brick to port from that. Oh, they only pop once? Nah, it's the 4th I'm thinking of. Okay. This might be weird, but I don't know if the camera angle is good. It is what it is. This is actually going to be a really cool end game. It's going to get close. Okay, well, green's on 7, clearly. Maybe 8. But they're not getting rolled. Ah, George. Fine. Man. Do they have it? Sure. Okay. Red is still on 7. No cards. This is a perfect opportunity to play the knight. At 10, at 9. I just don't see how it's green, man. I don't. Nice. Do I actually want to pop here? I settle for 8. I mono for 10. The connect wins. So, oh, huge. Solo. All right. I need 3 roads. That's game. Do you have any brick? That hurts. Also, double city wins. Hey, let's try this. Cool. Nice 9. You know, an extra ore in there is the win. Just basically any roll should be fine for me here. Don't lose the ore. Losing the ore would be the worst. But good news is there's only 3 VPs out. There's actually 2 left. I could have monoed for rolled. I could have been more patient, but again, an extra ore wins me the game there. Does he get it? Okay. I have rolls to win, of course. Huh. 11 wins, by the way, like always. 11's super cool. 8's always good. That 8 block was massive, by the way. I mean, I respect the solo, but also I think the 4 may have been better. I mean, 4 or even 5 might have been like more functional, which just kind of odds for me, the 8. Obviously, it would have been really good. It is a good block. Play you up. Ah, no 7 here, please. The number of 7s is kind of unfortunate. Dude, this is so classic. Stayed under the radar the whole time, no 7s, and all of a sudden, we're zooming. Okay. Doesn't mean you're on 9 doesn't mean it's not true. And blue's not defending rolled. Even the ores cards. Okay, they dev again. Alright. Okay. Well, I know there's no mono. Are we gonna re-roll a 7 every single orbit? Gonna keep happening. Eventually I should win, but I may not. Never know. Is this actually a city? If this is a city, green's on 8. Wood for an ore. Who would ever do that trade? Come on. Don't mess with me, man. No way. No way. No way. Okay. I don't wanna call it too early. This one never should. Oh man, don't do it. Oh, muy bien. Okay. Come on, George. Don't do it. George does that evil thing that I don't like to talk about way too much. I don't like it. By the way, green should never get a trade here, because if they don't have a knight, then they can also just, I mean, if they have it, then they're fine. They don't need the extra one. Okay. It's fine. By 7 out, I don't actually definitely win. Look at them. Well, the 4 popped. Should we like at least have pop to win uh, with a steal? Nice. Nice win. Well, I had the city to win, of course. Could have gone for it, I guess, but it's fine. Rolls actually kind of normal. 9's slightly underrolled, I think. This is 50 rolls. Hold on. 9 should be 4 and 37. I mean, okay. Maybe like an extra 9 or 2, but it's actually fairly standard. The 10s are pretty good, which was okay for me, but honestly could have done with more 6s early. That's okay. 2 and 12 are... This is actually pretty good dice. This was not balanced, right? Random dice. Honestly, not bad. Not bad. I did get robbed the most. I did 7 out just the once. George 7 out. Some trades. I did pop 6 devs. I got 3 knights VP mono. What else did I get? Oh, I got the other VP. Yeah, forgot. I also had City in hand. So actually, I had the 11-point play. Ah. Did I have the road steal? Hold on, I ported. Oh, I think I did have the road steal. Ah. So I had like 3 win cons basically that turn. I could have put George down to 5 points. I didn't. All right. In a tournament, I would have played for points and gone for the 11 there. But a win's a win. Ranked, like it. Let's take a look at the leaderboards. First game back, fresh. And that Turkish errors. Giving me the plays, man. We get another win. We're going. I've barely played this season, man. 32 games, but a win in the books. 37% win rate, including like 10 random losses from the champs. I think my win rate this season on my own is more than 50%. So we're gonna try and keep it that way. GG's. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for waiting. For those of you who've been waiting, and I'll be back. It's actually gonna be slightly more consistent. I know I said it last time, but I finally actually have some semblance of stability, a little bit, and then in about a month, I'm going to be back in the home base, in the new stream setup, in the new flat, and that's going to be a whole new level. So be patient, but you can expect more daily Davbavs. I'll see you soon. Have a good day. Peace out, people.